In the last couple of years, I did talk to a lot of different companies about building up a customer success management section in their business model and its meaning to the company's culture and core values. 10 different companies, 10 different opinions on the responsibilities of a customer success manager. By asking those companies about their vision of a successful CSM department, we have then mostly been talking about a couple of other similar roles instead of focusing on their customers' sustainable success. Many SaaS companies are in fact interested in customer success, but are looking for key account managers, escalation managers, renewal managers, some kind of sales rep, in other words, trainers, or even support reps. Having said that, I would like to describe my idea of a great customer success manager. In today's SaaS world, customers can replace products much quicker and easier as it would have been some years ago, as of subscription models and yearly or sometimes even monthly contracts around that. If the customer is not realizing the expected business value within a specific time frame, the customer will move along, as it's always the service provider's fault because the tool they offer is just not a good fit, right? Therefore, CSMs should be laser focused on maximizing business value for each single user of the solution, as well as the entire leadership team of those customers. I'm coming from a CRM, customer relationship management world. I started at Salesforce as a user in sales, then moved to a Salesforce admin, developer, trainer, business consultant role thing. So I had to take care of migrating CRM to a couple of new countries, also doing the daily maintenance, building up a super user network, defining a long-term roadmap and strategy. So to summarize, loads of change management and project management things. After that, I got the chance to share my own experiences with other customers by working as a customer success manager for Salesforce and for the Microsoft Dynamics 365 team in Munich. In 2017, I moved to LinkedIn to support our biggest customers with their modern selling, so Sales Navigator programs. This being said, I can guarantee the following. With CRM, Sales Navigator, or any other SaaS solution, it's not about technology or a typical project planning approach, but more of a mindset shift, which every single user will have to go through. It's a transformation of the company's culture and strategy. So, this is where the CSMs come into the game. Of course, CSMs will have to have a good technical understanding of the solution the customer is using in order to advise on how to use it at best and to best embed it into the user's workday. However, one of the main activities of the customer success teams should be about moving the solution into the heart of the customer's business, having other solutions linked to it, and really enabling the user to have a full 360-degree view on their customers, vendors, partners, etc. Instead of having an isolated solution next to 10 others which are not talking to each other. The heart is much harder to cure as a broken arm or a leg would be. The biggest door opener into a customer's business and its business decision makers is by letting them know that you don't want to sell them anything and that you are here to ensure that they are realizing maximized business value, and that's it. As long as this is true, of course, right? So back to customer success versus a key account manager. Also keep in mind that really you will not become your customer's trusted advisor as long as you did not earn that status by delivering value, no matter how often you introduced yourself as their trusted advisor. Every customer success manager will need to take care of the customer's growth, but this growth should come from the customer's needs to transform their business, instead of simply selling them products from a list. What functionality could help their sales reps to become even more effective and efficient, for example? We sell value, not products. around 70%, and that's really just my own experience, right, of software as a service companies, revenue, comes from renewals, up and cross sales, etc. And a happy customer will renew their contract, that's for sure. How can customer success managers help their customer being successful with the solution they bought, you may wonder? That's easy to explain. In the SaaS world, you won't realize any kind of return on investment as long as your implemented solution is not being used by the end user. It doesn't matter how well designed your implementation is or how big and experienced your project team was, as long as the people are not using it for what you wanted them to use it for. Let's use the CRM example. If your sales reps are still using Excel files, how can you run a good and valid forecasting? How do you want to leverage your sales pipe or measuring your hit rate or sales cycle if opportunities are not being kept up to date? CRM is still not a must-use system like ERP, which means that people could still try to find some workarounds. Same with Sales Navigator. If the sellers are only using it for manual searches, they will never benefit from all the automated alerts of people and companies they care about, and therefore never being able to use all those interesting insights to steer their next prospect or customer meeting. This is why change management is such an important thing to take care of. Think of change management as the people-dependent side of ROI. You need to have a clear communication concept, a structured training concept, handle resistance, build awareness and desire at a user's and management level, getting buy-in from the senior leadership team, and create some buzz together with your marketing department or their marketing department. You need to have a great sponsor driving the project from a business helicopter view, not from a project lead point of view. You also need to assess your current readiness and understand your employees' personas before coming up with use cases. But what are personas? Personas are kind of the real-life job description of the employees. The official job description of an individual user only reflects around 80% of what your employees are doing all day, or what you think that they are doing all day. I just used some teasers to give you a better understanding of the challenges that most of the SaaS customers are facing day by day. Therefore, a real SaaS customer success manager will have to support its customers on all those change management aspects to having set the minimum base level, like communication, training, sponsorship, coaching, resistance, and reinforcement. So gamification, interviewing champions and opponents of the program as well. In addition to that, you should think of a CSM as a sparring partner for the customers, also carrying the voice into your own organization. Help the customers to come up with a consolidated vision and strategy on their business and digital transformation and some smart criteria in order to measure the success of those targets and those goals. Making clear that you are here to ensure that they are successful. You are successful when they are successful. Of course, the CSM will also have to take care about some escalations, etc., right? But always think about what your customers need in order to become and stay successful. This should be your Bible. What risks are your customers facing, but not realizing that as of yet? What best practices from other customers can you share to optimize this particular customer's latest implementation? What quick wins and low-hanging fruits can you deliver to drive adoption and data quality? Think about impact, less about activities.